What's good with y'all young boys, man? It's your boy Invade, and I am back with another video, bro. Now look, if you're like me, you've been playing 2K all year, and you're starting to realize that it's not scratching that itch for you anymore. You're playing Call of Duty, you know that's not doing it anymore. You've played Fortnite, you know that ain't doing it. You've played Smite if you're into MOBAs. You've played Marvel Rivals if you like hero shooters, and you realize all these games are good games to some degree, but they're not scratching that thing that makes you just want to dive deep into a game, right? What if I told you that there is a game that will allow for you to finally scratch that itch? Well, in my opinion, there is, and I'm now going to speak to you about it. This game is known as Rematch. All right, first things first. One, you need to know I am not sponsored. This is not a game where I'm being paid to talk about it. And two, this is coming from experience playing the game. So I can only talk about so much because I'm under NDA, but I can tell you how much I enjoyed it and what I like most about it. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, what is Rematch? Rematch is a 5v5 or a 4v4 format of a game that is based around soccer. What it is that you are controlling one player and you have to get the ball all the way down the other field to go score a goal. That's a simplistic way of playing it, right? But the difference to what makes this game so fun and so cool to play is that you don't have a overview of the entire field. For instance, if you are a forward, when you are playing the game puts you in a third person view, which means you have access to what's in front of you. You can see a little bit to your left and you can see a little bit to your right. However, to be able to see the full scope of things, you have to turn your head, which is using the right thumbstick, or if you're playing mouse and keyboard, a mouse. So in order for you to be able to do certain things, whether you want to see where your teammates are at, pass the ball to certain areas and all of that, it requires for you to actually look over to your teammates to be able to do that. It is not a game where you think of FIFA where you have an overview of the entire field and you can see what's going on. It is a game where you have to communicate where you're going to be at, where your teammates are going to be at, whether you should cross, whether you should lob it, whether you should do a through pass, whether you should be looking to shoot, whether you're going to shoot the ball off the wall and head it to a teammate. There's a lot of things that have to go into it, but it requires a lot of discussion and communication to be successful. It's not a game that you can just go crazy and do whatever you want to do in it. All right, I'm sure you guys are wondering, how does this game work? There's 5 people on the field. How is it going to go? Like, what are you talking about? Can you explain the gameplay? As much as I would love to do that, I am under NDA and I don't believe that the gameplay can be talked about yet. However, good news is that tomorrow they are going to be showcasing the game. I will be streaming it as well. So if you want to follow on twitch.tv/it'sinvade, make sure to go ahead and do that, where you will see me play this game all day tomorrow and you guys have a shot of seeing how the game actually works. So why do I think that this game is going to be very, very successful? And I'm going to give you my reasons why. And I think it's literally just because of the skill gap in this game. There are already people doing insane things in this game in less than a day and a half that people have had a chance to play it. But I think Ninja said it best here. He literally said, if you ever want to blow up in a game, the best thing that you can do is just be the best at it. If you ever want to blow up as a streamer, if you ever want to blow up as a content creator, just be the best at a game. And I think that's honestly one of the easiest ways to do it. Now, I don't say easy from the standpoint of it's easy to be the best player, but I say easy from the mindset of if I just become the best player, then I'm probably going to have success in this game. And that's very, very true. And I think this is one of those games where the skill gap is going to be so high in this game that you will easily be able to weed out who is the best and who is not, you know, performing at the top level and whatnot, but just some of the things that people do and what people come up with and the strats that people come up with and all of that as well. And I think that is going to be the difference. You think of a game like Fortnite where you have FNCS, and you have the top players that play the game. They separate themselves because of their mindset. They separate themselves because of their skill. They separate themselves because of their IQ. That all plays a part. You think of a game like Apex to some degree. I'm gonna say to some degree in Apex. A game like Marvel Rivals especially, that's one of the newest ones that came out, where the people that are the best in the game, they just clearly separate themselves from people who are even just really, really good, or even semi-pro. But the pros in that game that have already started, you know, the pro scene is kind of building. The pros in that game clearly separate themselves, Rocket League included. This is a game that is going to have it to where you will clearly separate yourselves as one of the best based on just how you play the game and the things that you come up with, similar to Rocket League and things of that nature. And so that's why I think it's going to be successful, because there is no RNG. There is no weird, oh, this game caused me to do that, or the game caused me to do this, or I didn't get the right gun, or my luck was just not there off drop and I died. There is none of that. It is strictly how well can I pass the ball? How well can I shoot? How well can I come up with this? Can I cross here? Can I dribble here? What are the strats? Can I knock it off a wall and shoot it off and then knock it to a teammate? Like, I think that's going to be some of the craziest things there. And that's why I think the game is going to be successful. So I'm excited because tomorrow I get to play this game, and you guys get to see it. So I don't want to be too long-winded because I'm just excited for the game. But I wanted you guys to see it, because if I'm telling you I'm excited about a game, it's going to be good. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys can stop by in the stream tomorrow and watch me play it, and we can get some W's and go play ranked. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.